Axe gang, see the tattoos on him? We're killers.
You just wait. I will call for backup.
Help me.
Mongrels, dogs, rats.
The film tells the story of an unemployed young man who is always looked down upon because of his foolish mannerisms and lack of martial arts skills. However, unexpectedly, after being struck by a deadly blow from a highly skilled criminal, he suddenly becomes a warrior with unmatched abilities, and the film begins. The film opens in 1930 at the Shanghai police station, where we see the police standing silently as the leader of the crocodile gang rampages and beats up his commander.
You ugly fuck!
It turns out that the crocodile gang leader is not happy that his wife has been arrested for a trivial matter. After beating him up, he leaves the police station with his wife and men. However, shortly after leaving, they are ambushed by the Axe Gang, one of the most feared gangs in Shanghai due to their brutal reputation, and they are all killed by the Axe Gang. Then the story moves to a slum called the Pig Pen, where the settlement is not interested in joining the gangs in the city, and the residents of the Pig Pen live peacefully and quietly. An apartment called the Pig Pen is owned by a husband and wife named John and Miss John, where John is very flirtatious and likes to tease the female residents. While Miss John is talkative, she always curses the residents as she pleases. But even so, the residents who come from various backgrounds can still live peacefully side by side. Not long after the pigsty settlement was visited by two unemployed people with no direction named Sing and Bone, where the two young men were obsessed with becoming members of the Axe Gang until they acted like gangsters. Then they started their action by using the axe tattoo on Bone's body, and he also extorted the barber. But because their appearance was not convincing as gangsters, the barber did not want to give his money, and after that, the residents began to come to them.
So you want to be a...
Shortly thereafter, Miss John arrived to beat up Sing, and because of the beating, Sing pretended to call for backup by throwing firecrackers. However, the firecrackers Sing threw accidentally hit the head of the deputy leader of the real Axe Gang. And because Sing did not want to be blamed, he accused the residents of doing it. Hearing this, the deputy leader of the Axe Gang became angry and was about to attack the barber, but suddenly someone struck him, and the deputy leader of the Axe Gang was thrown into a trash can. Then his men immediately called for reinforcements, and soon the Axe Gang arrived in large numbers to wreak havoc on the Pigpen settlement.
Shut up! Silence!
It turned out that the Axe Gang leader was also present, his name being Brother Sum. Brother Sum, who saw his deputy being tortured and defeated, immediately captured several residents to be burned alive. However, when Brother Sum was about to burn them, a porter saved the people and a fight ensued. There, a tailor who looked like a transvestite turned out to have iron fist skills and helped the porter fight them. Not only that, there was also a baker who was skilled with a stick and joined the fight, and in the end, they managed to defeat all the members of the Axe Gang. After the incident, at the Axe Gang headquarters, Brother Sum was very angry because this was the first time the Axe Gang had been defeated, and their Brother Sum also arrested Sing and Bone because of their actions. The Axe Gang was involved in the fight so far. As a result of the incident, Sing and Bone were finally going to be executed, but amazingly, when Sing was about to be executed, he suddenly escaped from his handcuffs.
We got a lockpicker here. Sorry.
Seeing this, Brother Sum again tested Sing's skill to remove the padlock on Bone in 3 seconds, and again Sing was able to remove it with only a safety pin. Finally, Sing and Bone were freed, and if they wanted to enter the Axe Gang, they had to kill someone. Of course, hearing this, Sing was excited because he had long dreamed of entering the Axe Gang.
That's part of the job.
After leaving the Axe Gang, Sing invites Bone to kill Miss John as a requirement to join the gang. But Bone is very hesitant because the people in the apartment are all kung fu experts. Then Sing remembers a past incident and tells that he once learned kung fu from a book containing the Buddha's palm technique that he bought from a homeless person. But when Sing tried the technique to help a mute girl who was being bullied, the technique was useless, and he ended up getting beaten up by a group of people. For that reason now, Sing has the ambition to be a bad person because being a good person often gets hurt. The next day at the pigsty apartment complex, the three fighters who had fought against the Axe Gang yesterday were scolded and threatened with eviction by Miss John. The residents who knew about them protested until Miss John became overwhelmed and let out a deadly scream that made all the residents cover their ears.
To you where I get my money, you fat self.
You think you're some kind of tyrant? Throwing everybody
You keep out of this! This is all your fault! Shut your mouth!
Meanwhile, from a distance, Singh and Bone finally made up their minds and attacked Miss John by throwing several knives at her. However, due to their comical and foolish behavior, they ended up getting stabbed by the knives themselves and were even bitten by a snake.
Oh no, she saw me. What the hell?
Seeing their suspicious movements, Miss John finally chased after them. After that incident, without Singh realizing it, the snake bite and knife stab wounds healed by themselves. And yes, what kind of energy did Singh have that Bone himself couldn't believe it when he saw Singh heal that quickly?
Where are the wounds? Did you see a doctor?
Then the story returns to the Axe Gang, showing Brother Sum who still can't accept his defeat. So he hires two hitmen to finish off the three warriors in the Pigpen apartment building earlier. In their conversation, the two hitmen say that the three warriors in the Pigpen apartment building are very powerful. They each have their own abilities. There is the Iron Fist, the Deadly Kick, and the God Stick technique, but the two hitmen are ready to face them. Before leaving, the two hitmen said that the #1 invincible swordsman was not actually them, but he was now in a mental hospital prison, and his name was the Frog Swordsman.
More than a pair of street musicians.
That night, when the three warriors were about to leave the apartment, two assassins suddenly came to kill them, and a fight ensued. After the fight that resulted in the deaths of the three warriors, it was revealed that Miss John and Mr. John were kung fu masters who deliberately hid their identities. Miss John had the lion roar technique, while Mr. John had the Tai Chi master technique, and they had actually promised not to fight again. Afterward, Miss John, realizing this situation was about to escalate, ordered all the apartment residents to leave for their own safety. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Singh, who had consistently failed in his criminal activities, blamed Bone for not being able to show his fierce face.
Help me!
Mongrels! Dogs! Rats!
Then they saw an ice cream vendor across the street and decided to extort money from her. And it turned out the ice cream vendor knew Singh because she was the mute girl he had saved. Although he didn't remember her at first, but when the vendor gave him candy, he immediately remembered her, but instead threw the candy away. After that, Singh told Bone to go home because Bone was a fat, stupid, useless man. And not long after that, the Axe Gang came and kidnapped Singh and took him to Brother Sum. Singh was finally appointed as a member of the Axe Gang without any requirements, and after that, he was given a task by Brother Sum to release the #1 assassin, a frog warrior named Beast. In short, Singh was taken to a mental hospital prison, and he was told to find a man named Beast and bring him to the Axe Gang's headquarters. After successfully bringing Beast to the Axe Gang headquarters, Brother Sum was initially in disbelief at the prowess of Beast, who looked like a tramp. Brother Sum, still in disbelief, ordered his men to hit him in the face, but the blow was ineffective for Beast.
Much harder.
Then Beast proved his prowess by catching a bullet at close range, which immediately made the Axe Gang respect him. Then with his martial arts instinct, Beast felt the presence of two kung fu masters who were equal to him. And after that, with his super kick, he broke through the wall and immediately jumped in front of the two kung fu masters, who turned out to be John and his wife. Their arrival was aimed at taking revenge on the Axe Gang for the damage that occurred in the pigsty apartment. But when they saw the Beast in front of them, they realized that in front of them was the #1 hitman in the world. And after that, a battle between great kung fu warriors took place. It turns out that the beast is really strong. The husband and wife were beaten so badly that even Miss John's lion's roar was insignificant to the beast. The husband and wife continued to be beaten until finally Miss John used a loudspeaker with a giant bell for her lion's roar, which made the beast bounce. Then when Miss John was about to let out her lion's roar again, Beast pretended to surrender. But not long after, with his cunning tricks, he attacked the John couple with an iron needle, and after that, the three of them released each other's leg locks. Then Brother Sum ordered Sing to hit the John couple, but Sing instead hit Beast. Of course, this made Beast angry and beat Sing until he fainted. In short, the husband and wife escape with Sing, and Brother Sum, who is angry, is beaten by Beast until his head is spinning.
You let them get away!
Then the story shifts to the husband and wife, who after successfully getting Sing away, they take him to the temple to treat his condition, which is actually impossible to cure. Meanwhile, Beast and the Axe Gang continue to search for the three of them. While treating Sing, the husband and wife were very surprised because Sing was able to survive Beast's blow, and what was even more surprising was that he was able to recover quickly. It turned out that in Sing's body there was a very strong natural chi flow, and if the chi flow was opened, then Sing had the potential to become the greatest kung fu expert ever. Coincidentally, due to the repeated blows from Beast, the chi flow in Sing's body was opened, and after the treatment was completed, Sing would become the greatest kung fu expert in the world. In short, Beast and the Axe Gang arrive at the pigsty to finish off the John couple. Sing, now a kung fu master, tells the couple to rest. Then Sing goes out and brutally beats the Axe Gang members.
Axes! Forward!
After finishing off the Axe Gang members, he immediately attacks Beast, and a deadly duel ensues until Beast finally unleashes his signature move.
I can stop bullets.
Then Sing unleashes the #1 move in the world of Kung Fu, the Buddha Palm, which finally makes Beast surrender.
Master.
The film finally concludes with Sing, Bone, and the mute girl selling candy in town.